Guys, I welcome you all to PUC Made Easy YouTube channel, Learning the Smarter Way. So in this particular video, we are going to discuss about the topic which has been the most demanding one, that is which are the best guidebooks for our subjects in PUC. Touch it, this has been the most demanding one like till date. So yeah, the content of this video is going to be the fundamentals. See, if this is the scale from 1 to 10, guidebooks comes here around 6-7. So there are some fundamentals to be known, we'll discuss that, and then key factors to consider while purchasing one, and then the popular publications which are available in the market, way to buy, most important questions, no doubt. Then with final tips and suggestions, we'll end this video. So without any further ado, let's begin. ಮೊದಲಗಾಗಿ fundamentals ನೋಡಿ, the most important thing is textbook for us. Actually all these three things are important, but I'll bifurcate this how important they are. The significance I'll tell you. First is textbook, be it NCERT or your Karnataka level textbook, that is important. In case if you have exemplar and if that seems to be important, even that to be considered as textbook itself. Then department question bank, idu tumma important. Last year 24-25 department released revised question banks literally for every subject. So this is the second most important thing for us. And then PYQs. When I tell PYQs, I consider mainly 24-25 question papers, because before that things were little different, and last year because of the revised Bloom's taxonomy and the increment of HOTS, I consider PYQs as 24-25 question papers. So these are three important factors which comes before the guidebook. But the problem with these two is the question bank and PYQs is that it has only questions. We don't get answers from the department for these two. So the best strategy is that having textbook and with that having a guidebook which has answers for these two resources. That is what I'm going to discuss in this video. There are few key factors to be considered. Let's discuss one by one. The most and fundamental factor ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, it must have the answers to three things. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗಮನ ಬೇಕು. First, textbook. It must contain the answers for the entire textbook. Be it the in-text questions or exercise questions or back exercise questions, no matter what, it must contain the answers for the entire textbook. Secondly, it must contain guidebook. Okay, it must contain the answers for the new department question bank. You can just verify whether it has answers for new or old from referring to the question bank. Question bank link of all subjects is in my Telegram channel, and Telegram channel link is the description, so make sure that you join there. And PYQs, no, and again when I tell PYQs, I refer to 24-25. E three sources do answers irbeku question bank dalli, guidebook alli. This is very important. This is what you have to look out for. Idu remaining ella points ide, idu ella andre waste guidebook. So this is the fundamental point, adakke first hakidini. This is the most important one. Then it must be newly updated one as per 25-26. You can just see on the top right or top left it will be written, and then it should be clear, concise and simple explanation. Students goskara alva guidebook may not be very important for teachers, but it is mainly for students. So adikke clear, concise irbeku, and simple language dalli answers irbeku, very important. Yeah, another thing to add on here is that the answers of the guidebook must tally with the scheme of evaluation answers. Andre board ya tara answers expect ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ students ದಿಂದ ಆ ತರದ್ದು answers ಇರಬೇಕು. This is also one important thing. Then it should cover all types of questions. See, MCQs ಇರಬೇಕು, fill in the blanks, match the following, 1 mark 2 mark, ಎಲ್ಲ answers ಇರಬೇಕು. It should not confine itself to subjective or objective. It should contain both. This is also important factor which you have to look out in your guidebook which you are going to buy. Then it should also contain hot questions. Very important. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇಂದ ಹಾಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. If you want to know more about that, you can watch my previous, the video which I made a few days ago as must watch before 2020. I'll talk about that later. In that video I have explained. In this year also the hot questions, difficulty level questions is going to increase. So your guidebook which you're going to buy must contain hot questions. No questions asked, no excuses given. Tumba important. Then see, there is nothing wrong if it contains extra things like mock papers, toppers answer sheets, mind maps. Idu ella idre it adds on. There is nothing bad, and the probability of buying that increases book. These are the important factors which you have to look out when you are purchasing a guidebook, and especially this one. Idu irlebeku, I repeat, answers for textbook, newly released department question bank, and the PYQs. Question paper no irbeku 24-25, mainly 4 question papers, 3 model question papers and first examination question paper. Idi 4 question paper irlebeku. Question paper and also the answers for it. Important fact. So now we'll be looking at some popular publications which you can look out for. See, before heading further, let me tell you, None of these publications have paid me a single penny. I wish if they would have. So this is a pure suggestion from your senior. I have seen all these publications, used almost all the books, not all but mostly books I've used in this. So being said the conditions which I've said you earlier, you can make a wise decision. Starting with Jeevit publication, Shine, and then Skyward, Oswald Books, Subhas, SPR, and MCC. I think so. These were 7 publications. These are the top ones. There's something called SPC and many other as well. But these are the 7 prominent ones. So I have discussed some 7 publications. It is not that you have to buy all the books for every subject. I'll tell you which one to buy further. So next is way to buy the books. I don't think so anyone discusses this, but no worries because I will. Guys, mainly you have to buy the books from local book markets. This is very important because in the local book markets you'll be having variety. You will be having more options to pick up one from, and you will also get the updated new version books. Thirdly, you will get discounted prices, and I'll tell you how to avail that as well. So one thing is clear, that you have to buy from the main book markets. If I talk about Bengaluru, the book market is in Avenue Road. You must have been heard of this. It's in Avenue Road. It's near Chickpet, Kia Market, and like Mysore Bank. One particular store, a book center which I would recommend you is Sri Hari Book Center Anta. I have personally bought PUC books, my entrance test books, every book from last 2-3 years from this particular bookstore, and Sri Haryana is really kind enough, and he gives around 20% discount. I'll tell you how to avail that as well. Again, this is not sponsor, guys, definitely not. It's a pure suggestion from your senior. And then you have to find a similar bookstore in your city as well if you are not from Bengaluru. So this is very important for the 3 reasons which I mentioned. So finally, I would like to give some final tips and suggestions. The first one among which is, don't buy multiple books. Choose the one best one. See, the purpose of letting you know 7 publications was to expose you to different available options. If you confine yourself to only 2-3 options and you buy from one among that might not be the best one. ಈಗ ನಾನು 7-8 ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ one purchase ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಐಡಿಯಾ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಇಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್, ನೀವು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ, ಮೇ ಬಿ ಅವೆನ್ಯೂ ರೋಡ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಅದರ್ ಸಿಟಿ ವೇರ್ ಎವರ್ ಯು ಲಿವ್, ಬುಕ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಯು ಡಿಸೈಡ್ n ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಈ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ದು ಗೈಡ್ ಬುಕ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಟೇಕ್ ಒನ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್. ಆಸ್ಕ್ ದೆಮ್ ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್, ಲೆಟ್ ದೆಮ್ ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ books, and then the list which I give you, important considerations anta, aa list ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬೇಕು. just see which guide book matches the most of the points mentioned there. It might not be possible that all the points which I've mentioned it will cover all that in one particular guidebook. That's not going to happen. But majority, first point ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ points ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅದರಿಂದ majority ಯಾವ book fulfill ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, you can buy that guidebook as well. And don't stick that if I'm buying XYZ publication, ಅದೇ publication to ಎಲ್ಲ 6 subjects ಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. No, that's not necessary. Even I didn't do that. So based on the subject, based on the quality of the publication for that particular subject, you have to make the decision. Then avoid buying books online. See, I have made this mistake. ನಾನು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ತುಂಬ ಮನಿ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಡೂ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಗೋ ಟು ಬುಕ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಸ್, see to the book page by page, and let me tell you another thing. Don't just check first chapter. Check the 5th, 7th, middle one, because they know that students are going to check the first chapter. So what publications just do is that they are going to put in their heart and soul to prepare the best possible content for the very first chapter. ಆಮೇಲೆ second, third, fourth chapter ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ the things are not going to be this similar as it was for the first chapter. So one edit more chapters ನೋಡಿ. Good tip. You can do this only when you buy offline, not online, right? That's the reason. Then confirm your choice with your lecturer once. ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, for example, for accountancy I'm going to buy Jeevit publication. ನಾನು lecturer ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ, ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಸರ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಬೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಜೀವಿತ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟೆನ್ಸಿ ಫಾರ್ ದೀಸ್ ಮೆನಿ ರೀಸನ್, ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ದಿಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿ, ಇಫ್ ಓಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬೈ ಒನ್. With this, what happens is that if that is the worth book to buy for that particular publication, your lecturer will tell yes. If not, if they have some better suggestion, they will give you. So ಈ ಥರ ನೀವು ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Lastly, buy books. See, most important thing, buy books from all subjects at once from a single store. Got it? For example, and preferably with a group of friends. So see, I'll tell you the thing. If I'm one, I take 4 friends with me, so we are 5, and we 5 friends are purchasing 6 subjects guidebooks. 6 5s are 30. So 30 books are we gonna purchase one particular store. So it's definite that we are gonna get 20 to 25% discount. I'll just give you example. If there is a book of MRP 340, after 20% discount, it's gonna come up to 272. Compare 270 ಇಲ್ಲಿ 340 ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ತುಂಬ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಡೂ ದಿಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫೈನಲ್ ಟಿಪ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಜೆಷನ್ಸ್ ಗೈಸ್. ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ವಾಸ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎನಿ ಡೌಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಗೈಡ್ ಬುಕ್ ಆರ್ ಎನಿ ಅದರ್ ಡೌಟ್, comment box is open. This video is very important for you. If you're from 25-26 batch of PUC, maybe first or second PUC, doesn't matter. This video is a must. In this video, I've discussed about the dates of final examinations, quarterly, midterm. I've talked about the question paper. Why is question paper becoming difficult? Many details I've given you a link. Mele bandirutte nodi. Illa andre description alli idde irutte. First link will be of this video and the second link will be of the Telegram channel. So check out, and playlist nu madidini PUC 25-26 inda. Make sure you watch all the videos in that playlist. Guys, I would request you to just two things. One is comment and one is share. I won't insist you to subscribe and like, because if you watch recent 3-4 videos or my channel videos, you will definitely subscribe, definitely like, that is not something which I should insist you for. But what I will is to comment and share to improve the video to reach wider audience. So guys, with this I would like to end the video. I hope so it was helpful and insightful. As always, being said all this, I say it's signing off. Tata, bye bye.